day, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about a verse in the Bible. We're going to talk about Proverbs chapter 28 verse 14. Blessed is the man who always fears the Lord, but he who hardens his heart falls into trouble. So technically it's so easy to break this down, guys. We are just talking about humility versus the flesh again. That's what we're talking about right now. So blessed is the man who always fears the Lord, is somebody that's humble, somebody that's always wanting to please God and do everything unto God, and they no longer care about their selfish, carnal ways. And they always want to make everything about God. They just want to walk with the Lord every single day. And they realize that God is in control of everything in their lives. And at any point in time, if they mess up with the Lord, they realize it's not a fear of, I'm afraid of you, God. It's a reverential fear of, Lord, I know that you gave everything, and I understand, Lord, that you can take away as well. That can pertain to a whole bunch of things, from our health to wealth to our everyday comings and goings, guys. And so blessed is the man who always fears the Lord, but he who hardens his heart falls into trouble. And we see this so much right now, you guys, in these last days. We see it everywhere. We can see it out in town when we go out. We can see it on TV as we're watching TV. People that do not walk with Christ, they fall into trouble. I could list so many examples, as I'm sure many of you are very well aware of some examples of people that that they have their hearts hardened, that they do fall into trouble. And it's it's very sad to watch, you guys, because in our own strength, which is our flesh, we feel that we don't need God, and we feel that well, I can do everything on my own, Lord. Well, you pretty much, if you're walking in your own flesh, you don't really talk to God. You know what I mean? Because you're wanting to do everything in your own selfish, carnal way, myself included, if I'm walking in the flesh. But he who hardens his heart falls into trouble. That's dangerous, guys. That's dangerous. I lived a lot of years of my life walking in my own carnal desires, and I had many troubles in all the years that I walked in my own flesh. But it's about 18 years ago now that I turned from my evil desires, my own wicked ways. And I said, Lord, please help me get my life back on track, because I humbled myself and I recognized that without God, I made so many wrong choices. And so if we keep walking outside the will of Christ, we're going to have a lot of troubles come our way, because we want to do everything in our own strength, and we don't want to recognize that God has our best interests at heart. He just is always looking out for our best interests if we choose to walk with our hand in his hand every day, you guys. So I just wanted to make a very quick short video on this today. Blessed is the man who always fears the Lord. That's not a fear of like, I'm so scared of you. It doesn't mean that. It's a reverential fear, guys, of, I know you give, but I know you can take away. And so it keeps us walking in line with Christ. It keeps us on the straight and narrow. It keeps us continually being diligent with the Lord, as to say, yes, Lord, I trust you with everything that I own. I trust you, God, with how I do everything in my life right now, because I surrender my life to you. But as the second part of that verse says, but he who hardens his heart falls into trouble. Like I said, there's so many, there's so many examples I could list, you guys. We all could list. People that want to walk in their own flesh will have a rougher time in this life. Of course they will, because they're not walking diligently with Christ. They're walking in their own strength, as I just said I've done in my past as well. So we need to, if we want, not an easier life, but if we want to have God's protection on us, if we want God to help us to walk daily in him, we need to turn from our own ways, and we need to recognize that in humility there's strength, because strength from humility comes from God. So we need to turn from our own ways, and we need to recognize that God has his best interests at heart for us. And so we need to unharden, is that how you would say it? Unharden our hearts, and so we don't have more trouble than we need in our lives. And we need to always fear the Lord, because we know that he is looking out for our best interests, of course. So I thought I would just jump on here today and share that verse with you. Proverbs 28 verse 14. I hope that it encouraged you. I hope it blessed you today, you guys. Until the next video. I love you guys so much.